What's good, guys? Welcome back to the video. Today we're gonna talk about the common thing the business owner does, and then the thing that is actually helping business technically is not. It's actually destroying the future growth of the business. So yeah, let's just jump right to it. I think I probably have more than that. We'll be releasing a different video in the future, but I'm just gonna go with the first four. It's on top of my head right now. I want to really share. So number one is gonna be compete. Right, compete on price. So that's be number one. So with competing price, very common happen this all the time. You see your competitors on one side of it, they charging this X amount. You feel like, okay, if they can charge X amount, I'm gonna charge this X amount for a little bit cheaper. Now, chances are it's not the best way to do it, because that's just kind of really showing you, you don't think your business is worth actually what it's worth. Instead, your business is cheaper than what your neighbor competitors are offering. They're doing a similar service, which is not the best way to go. Always giving the price, right? You have a price for a reason. Yes, customer will compare apple to orange sometimes, like, oh, they're charging for this X, Y, and Z, but you really, during the sales, you kind of really qualify them. A, as a good fit, and B, answer the question. So, well, I won't say that way, but more of just like, yeah, that's for them, but for us, this is what we offer for our quality of what it worth. And that's why we have customers that like here, because we offer this sort of that different than for anyone else. So price is more just the numbers. Actually define, what is your business value is worth, the service you're offering, right? So that's number one. And number two, blaming location, right? A lot of time you can see your competitors in a more hot spot, which is yours. You feel like, oh, my location doesn't get much flow on that. It happens, but it doesn't mean that you are have to doing it exactly the same way to expecting the same outcome for different business, different model, right? So if your competitors are offering more of a cheaper amount of cost for a higher amount of volume, that's totally fine. But for you, since you might not get a more volume coming in, but you can raise the price a little bit, showing your expertise, and still doing it. That's just one way, right? What you can do is do more now with the media. You can do more online stuff, whatever business you're offering right now, especially in the brick and mortars. So take the fitness space, for example. If your competitor is more of savvy physical service offering, right, and they're offering more of the in-person stuff, whatever, they have more high flow but for cheaper, super cheap cost. And for you, maybe you feel like you don't have much flow, but that's okay, right? You focus on how do you able to take advantage of online to do that. Each business has a different way to grow. Now, doesn't mean that because your location is not in the shining spot, it will work. Sometimes, yes, that can happen, but you just gotta use a different model, different tactics, right? So that's number two. And number three is copying offer, right? So when your competitors have something that's super cool, getting so much attention to people to give you interest to sign up, and you see it so hot, and you just start running the same thing, but you change the name a little bit and make it that's yours. But what's gonna happen is, it's cool. You might start getting people to start coming in too. You have this cooler version of a new offer you had, like your competitor does. You just kind of change the name a little bit. But what's gonna happen is your customer are coming in expecting you to deliver the same, like your customer that were better. Now, by the time you cannot deliver the method, the stuff you do, that's just gonna ruin your reputation. You got a lot of angry people, dishappy, that's not gonna like your business. So make sure you have your own unique offer. Don't do the same, right? And then number four, add too much. Service. So there's another thing a lot of people does. So especially when you see not just your competitor, right? Let's say your competitor is doing, like, for example, yoga studio, right? And you have a gym stuff. You know what? You'd be like, okay, I can coach yoga too. But the thing is that they doing yoga as their primary because they're probably good at it. That's what their primary focus for those customers. But when you're running a gym or any business, right, your primary focus is not what your competitor is doing. You want to add into it. You want to make sure you have really the expertise. Yes, you can hire someone, but does it really align with your business goals? And sometimes it could be really complex when you offer a lot of services, because it'll be different costs, different offer, different pricing, and I don't even know how you're going to structure that. It's too much complex. It can be a different second, third tier deal in the future as add-on, but you want to make sure your primary always is what you offer, not what your competitors offer. So that's why don't add too much stuff into it in the more stage of growth. Just keep it simple, right? No more than two, I would say. So yeah, like I said, the best way to summarize this will be a short video today. So for number four, I'll start from the back and to the front, right? So keep it simple. And then this one, do what you can offer. Don't copy other people, because you're not going to deliver the same quality like the customer expectation is. And then number two, for blaming, just don't look as a blame, right? And take as advantage to great business, right? Sometimes maybe you feel like the flow is not best as other business in that location. Doesn't mean it's bad. You have other way to grow it. Just don't look at the negative way, right? And last one, competing price. Really define your value, right? Define your value. Don't discount your value because other people are selling hot, because they know how much they're worth, right? You just know how much your service is worth. So yeah, that's pretty much the first 4 I had right now. You mentioned I stack more, let's go for more. So yeah, this one's a pretty short video today. And like I said, if you want to grow your business, my name is Kevin, founder of Result Excel. I'm happy to take you on board, to give you audit call to learn more about your business, so that way that we can continue to grow. Especially right now you're in the brick and mortar business space that you want to find more way to grow more profit. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.